What up, guys? I'm that man Grizzle. Welcome back to another episode of Gamers Who Don't Know Shit. Today I'm going to show you how you can change your secondary air pumps right here on your 2007 Toyota Tundra. Basically, they're right up in here on the passenger side wheel well in the front. And you take these mud shields down and the pumps are right there. Alright guys, so the first thing you want to do, like I said, is take these mud shields off. There's a couple pins here, pin here, a little screw over here, and then basically this one will come out. Your pumps will be right behind here. Alright guys, so I got this mud guard pulled back. I didn't take it all the way off because I'm lazy. But basically, there's your pump right there. It's got three brackets. Three bolts on the same bracket. There's one right here, there's one over here, and then there's one right up here. Okay, you take those three bolts off, which I think are 1/2 inch, and the whole assembly comes down. Alright guys, I got two of the bolts off. Here's the last one I'm going to take off right here. On your new one and the old one, they got this connector here. Okay, now that connector runs up here into the motor bay, and it's clipped on there, so you're gonna have to detach that from the underneath the hood, and I'll show you what that looks like over here. So it's coming up here right there, so you're just gonna want to detach that real quick. Alright, I got the pump just hanging here. Here's your inlet hose, and then here's the hose that goes up into the injectors. You're going to pop that hose off, and the reason that these go bad is because this air inlet hose, it's not covered. So what happens is when it's sitting straight like this, over time water gets into that the injections and since it's curved down, sometimes the water just sits right there. It gets in your pumps, it gets in your air injectors. It's just a piss poor design, and I'm going to show you, if it does have any water in there, what it looks like. Alright guys, I got it all out right here. That's the whole assembly. Now, normally this shouldn't have any water in it, but if you can listen, I don't know if you can hear it or not. There's all kinds of water in there. Alright guys, to get the old pump off and the new one on, it's held in by these little styrofoam shock absorber clips. These just plug off on the side here, like this one. And then this whole thing comes out. You're going to want to take your inlet hose off, because that's going to go back on the new one, because you still need to get air into it. I've seen people that flip it upside down so that the water doesn't stay in this cavity here. So you can go ahead and do that as well. So the new pumps, they come with these little brackets right here that attach, instead of using these old rubber gaskets to clip it in. They're kind of worn down and cracked and brittle. They're going to break. So you're going to put the new one on here like this. Your pump lays in there like this, and you will slide this piece right here up into that cavity right there, and you'll do it all the way around. There's only 3 of them. This is how it goes into the truck. Like I said, you only got 3 bolts. This one over here, this one down here, and then this one over here. So I'll put it up in there, screw it in, and then I'll show you what it looks like. Alright guys, we're up in the wheel well. Got the new pump in, the new bracket is in. There's the one bolt, gotta tighten that down. And then up top here, there's the one nut, you gotta tighten that down. And then right over here, on that thread coming down, need to put the bolt up there and tighten it down there. Yeah, I gotta reconnect that back hose. Top hose is connected. And then you gotta filter this connector back up through into the motor bay and put it back on that connector underneath the hood. Alright, once you got the pump back in there, you're good to go. Go ahead and take your mud flap guard, pin that back up into place. Since you got the tire off, you might as well change your brakes. Alright guys, that's pretty much how it's done. When I bought this truck, the guy who sold it to me was like, man, I took my car to the shop and they said they were going to charge me $3 grand. So they charged him $3 grand to do this job, and I did it in 3 minutes. So I don't know, don't get screwed. But yeah, don't forget to like my shit, comment, subscribe, and I'll catch y'all on the next one. Peace. Alright guys, this is what it looks like inside. See all that water? Look at all that shit. You know what I mean? Look how rusted it is up in there. Fucking junk. Hey Toyota, I paid for a fucking air pump, not a water pump, bro. Get your shit straight.